morning, everybody. It's Jon Gunzel, and I'm going to be doing this video called Big Dreams, Little Places. And I am multitasking today, as most of you do. If you're entrepreneurs, if you're parents, you know that you have to make the most of your time with your family, and also if you are trying to build a business to 6 figures and beyond, you have to be creative. And so I want to meet you right where you're at today. Some of you might be in your vehicle, driving somewhere. Some of you might be working from home, trying to find a quiet space while you're homeschooling your kids. And I wanted to speak to that. So I've been talking to some people and sharing this idea for this video called Big Dreams, Little Spaces. And I want to just let you know a little bit more of my story. Would that be okay with you? Just so you kind of understand how I can speak to that. So I worked for 10 years in public education as a teacher, which I absolutely loved. And then when my son was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, I knew that I had to find a different way to be able to have more time freedom and location freedom. Because when you're up checking your kiddo's blood sugar every 2 hours, every night for 8 years, that's pretty exhausting. But I had always had my own consulting business on the side. And so I decided to build that up with my husband. We had a lot of experience starting business. My parents were entrepreneurs. My husband's family comes from an entrepreneurial background as well. And so we've done things like started our own photography business from scratch and built it to over 6 figures. And we did high-end marriage coaching and marriage consulting for years. And so we took and combined the best of our skills and talents and created a framework to help other parents who want to have time and location freedom as well be able to work literally from anywhere with a cell signal. Like I'm creating this video from my car while I'm driving. It's a safe place. It's very open. All right, I'm out here in the Midwest. We're good. So I want to share with you that after we had our big house, we had our farm, we had all the toys, we decided we wanted to lay all that down to have a lot more time with our kids. So talk about big dreams, little spaces. We had a 250 square foot fifth wheel that we attached to our truck. We literally sold everything we had an estate sale, basically told them, come, just handle everything, mailed us a check, and we sold our house. Like everything just came together, and we went from idea to go in 8 weeks, if you can believe that. True story. And we traveled the world with our kids. We went on a 50-state tour for 3 years. We took our kids to Europe twice. We homeschooled them, and with our son being a type 1 diabetic, we really wanted him to know that that doesn't have to keep him from doing anything. So I hope you hear that. If there's any challenge that you have in your life, no matter what it is, it doesn't have to hold you back. Okay, we've taken our kids. The hardest I thought was going to Europe in a backpack for a month. We each had one backpack and an extra backpack for his medical supplies. And just seeing that you can do hard things. And I know for some of you, when you think about starting your own business, you may have that glimmer in your heart and it's been there for years, and you think, you know, I have skills and talents to offer. I could be sharing the things that I know and love and really helping people. And that's where my husband John and I come in. We love to help leaders magnify their impact in the world. And what I mean by that is everybody who has a thought like they would like to serve, they want to help people, they want to make a bigger impact by sharing their knowledge. You are perfect to be able to have your own consulting business. It's very low expense, it's very high profit, and it's high impact, which is the best part. You get to really help a lot of people. You can have your business be as big or as small as you want, but I'm here to demonstrate how you can do it literally from your car. I have made live videos with a little background and sitting in my closet, literally. One of my favorite coaching calls ever, I was sitting outside in Ouray, Colorado, and all I had was a little laptop stand with my laptop in a camp chair looking at a waterfall. I kid you not. I mean, being able to coach my clients from driving 15 minutes outside of Yellowstone where I had signal, and being able to help amazing women live their best life, like literally break through limiting beliefs and create the life they want. I absolutely love doing that. There's nothing better than seeing somebody break out of a limiting belief or fear or something that was holding them back, and seeing that's not from you. That thought came from somebody else, and we can squash it and have you break out of that and actually be living your life that you want to create, not imposed by something someone else said or something that got in your head. So I want you to just think about that. No matter what your space is, okay, no matter where you are, how can you find a little corner? Maybe it's a little area that you set up a desk. Maybe it's just a wall that's kind of blank or has some inspirational pictures. Maybe it is in your vehicle that you sit out there and you do your own version when you do your calls. But I literally teach my clients, if you can manage to carve out a power 2 hours once a day, if that's too much to start, let me know, because we have a whole program. We set it up where in 20 minutes a day, you could go from idea to launching your business in 6 weeks. And we really built it so that someone who was working a 9-to-5 job could do it on their lunch break, or somebody who's retired, who has a lot of volunteer obligations, or maybe they sit on boards for nonprofits, or spend a lot of time with their family. They could carve this out because they still want to leave a legacy. They still want to be able to help people. So if that sounds like something that's exciting to you, reach out to me. Just go to trinagunzel.com. There's a section where you can set up a call to see if we're a good fit to work together, and I'm happy to have a conversation with you. And we can see, maybe you want to get started with that right now. But you need to take some action in your life. If you have these big dreams and you want to make them reality, it does take investing in yourself. It does take thinking outside the box, and it takes actually doing something about it, because you don't want to be 10 years from now still wishing you could start your own business or write that book, or be able to speak on stages, or have that retreat that's on your heart to help people. I ran a virtual retreat. I was going to have an intimate one with 12 leaders coming to Branson, Missouri, but with everything going on, I switched it to a virtual retreat. I partnered with a couple other amazing coaches, and we all teamed together. We offered over $5,000 of free coaching over 3 days to serve and help people. And that's what leaders do. You step up and you say, what would be something that people need right now? Over 135 people have actually attended that training already, and we're leaving it there. We're leaving the replays because we want people to get the benefit and be able to lift up people and serve. The concept behind Big Dreams, Little Spaces is that if I did it out of a 250 square foot fifth wheel with my 2 kids and husband on the road for 3 years and built my business over 6 figures, you can surely do it if you're in your house. Maybe you have an apartment, maybe you just have a vehicle, maybe you have an outdoor space that you can go stand with a tree behind you so you're getting the fresh outdoors in your pictures, okay? Maybe you hang up a background and you're able to make your content videos or do your live streams out of your closet. I did many sales sitting on the top bunk of my son's room in our fifth wheel while my kids were outside playing or doing something with my husband. So just know that it's possible for you. And a lot of times when you just see someone who's that example saying, hey, I've done this, and so if I accomplished it, you can surely do it. And so I hope today that speaks that belief into your life and you see that it is possible for you. If this served you well today, please put a comment down below. I would love it if you subscribe so that you can be notified, because I'm going to be speaking to this in different concepts and ways to help you with your marketing, with your business, with your messaging, so that you have dialed in exactly who your ideal client is you want to serve, and find a way to magnify your gifts and talents through your story and being vulnerable. So I hope that you enjoy this today. I would love to be able to connect with you more. And just to leave you on a funny note, I'm thinking, what is the smallest space that I have ever created out of? I have to say that would have to be a closet. I literally made a live stream video that I was an invited guest presenter, and I'm like, where am I going to do this? There wasn't even a place for me that was quiet. And so I sat on the floor, and I used a box that I set my laptop on, and I had this pretty wood door behind me, and I was a guest presenter on a live stream for over 80 people. And you make it work. That's, I think, the difference between people who have an entrepreneurial spirit is you're not afraid to fail. Okay, I'm not afraid to fail, and I'm not afraid for people to say, hey, that's really cool, or no, we didn't like that, or hear crickets. You keep going. And if you want ultimate time location freedom, for me, I'm very family driven. I want to be able to serve and help as many people as I can. So you have to let the people who don't believe in what you're doing, just let that go and continue to seek out mentors and people that will encourage you, who've been in your shoes, who want to help you. So I hope that encourages you today, step by step. And if you want to connect, I would love to talk with you. Let's set up your dream consulting plan so you can accomplish your big dreams from whatever little space you're working in. Okay? All right. Go to trinagunzel.com, and I look forward to talking to you soon.